1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, the world would be such a better place if people practiced their scales like this. You know, I've been teaching a long time and I've heard people practice scales forever, and typically scales are practiced like this. And then while you're doing that, you're thinking, someday I'm going to do it fast. But to me, this leads to a little bit of a dead end. And at least in rock and roll, where the elements of rock and roll are so much about power, hitting that note hard, and being able to control the other strings. And this exercise, I think, is perfect for doing that. Because in between each note, we have a chicka. And that chicka requires us to use this part of our hand to block out those strings. So you have to go between doing a single note and the chicka. And you have to change strings to the next note. And then we do it in time. This is really useful. This is the stuff you can play in a song. Now, by the way, these are the early notes. I'm not going to play the whole scale, but this is some of a pentatonic scale. We'll get into that a lot more later, but I just want to give you the first few notes. So let's look at these. Let's actually, the idea of playing them individually like this. I will accept that at the very beginning just as a visualization tool, you know, to be able to look at the fretboard and know where your fingers go and make a shape. And I'll use neck diagrams or that sort of thing all the time to just be able to visualize where those notes are. I can even sort of see it in my mind. You can practice without a guitar that way. You go, okay, this finger here, you can really see the shape of it. But as soon as you have that knowledge of where the fingers go, I want to start making those notes sound good. And to do that, let's put in a nice chicka. Now I'm also adding a little bit of vibrato. Now that's a whole world, is vibrato, and guitar is such a cool instrument for vibrato. And the way I'm doing that, the important part of your body in this exercise is going to be this joint on your first finger. And I really recommend that you connect that to the bottom of the neck. And if you have a classical guitar teacher, they're going to yell at you and say, no, you can never do that. That's forbidden. But for rock guitar, it's fantastic. You connect that to the bottom of the neck, and then your finger connects to the note, and then your wrist is actually what moves the note. Your finger's sort of locked into place. You're not moving it like that. It's just locked, and then your wrist motion makes your finger move. And your wrist is powerful. Now, in this case, I'm pulling down towards the ground. And if you've never done this before, you might notice a new callus is building. So, you know, you don't want blood or pain. Just gradually try bending that note around. But that's a glorious little moment on the top of this chicka scale. Oh, that's a good note. And then I'll end back there. Now let's take a look at the picking. I'm doing downstrokes for all the notes. So that's going to be pretty easy, but those chickas are a down and an up. So a little bit of strumming technique in there. Oh, I love that. I really think this is a great way to practice scales. It keeps you in time, and you can tap your foot to it. You can move your shoulders to it, your head, your neck. This will move an audience. This really feels good. You'll be able to use it in music almost immediately. And it's not just boring scale practice, it's music. So please try the pentatonic scale with the chickas and a little bit of vibrato with your wrist on top. 1, 2, 3, 4.